AITA for refusing to let my girlfriend turn our 7-year-old twins into Instagram content. I, 24M, became a father when I was 17. My girlfriend, who's also 24 now, gave birth to our twins, a boy and a girl, during our last year of high school. It was a whirlwind, not gonna lie. We weren't some perfect high school sweethearts with a 5-year plan. It was messy, scary, and nothing like what the movies show. But we stuck it out. We stayed together, got through the hard nights, the arguments, the 2 a.m. feedings, and the fear of not knowing what the hell we were doing. And somehow we made it. Fast forward 7 years, we've built a life. It's not glamorous, but it's solid. We both work. Not dream jobs, but stable ones. We live in a small rental, bills are covered. And our twins, who just turned 7, are thriving. They're happy. They laugh a lot. They play. They ask too many questions and make way too much noise. It's chaotic, but it's ours. And most importantly, we've tried really hard to give them a normal, grounded life. When are they going to be kids? Not props, not burdens, just kids. Things started to shift a few months ago. My girlfriend got really into watching momfluencer content on Instagram and TikTok. You know the kind: clean homes, matching outfits, cute lunches, picture-perfect family moments with calming lo-fi music and voiceovers about embracing the chaos. At first, I didn't think much of it. She liked the aesthetic, started doing more crafts with the kids, took more photos, coordinated their outfits. It felt harmless. Then she started posting it. Not just a photo here or there for family and friends. She started making content. Reels of our twins making pancakes. Time-lapses of our daughter doing her homework while music plays in the background. Short videos of bedtime routines with captions like, "They're growing so fast, broken heart, #momlife." I thought it was just a phase. But then she sat me down and said she wanted to build a brand. She said we had a real opportunity because our twins are so cute and well-behaved, that we could get sponsored if we were consistent, that people love twin content, and that all we had to do was lean into it. That was the moment the red flags started screaming. I told her straight up, I'm not okay with it. Our kids don't even have social media. They're 7. They barely understand what the internet is, let alone what it means to have thousands of strangers watching their bedtime routine. I'm not anti-technology. I play video games with them. We watch movies. I monitor what they're exposed to, but I've always drawn a hard line at turning their lives into something public, because I know what it's like to have no privacy. I grew up in a house where every mistake was called out, where I didn't have a place to just be myself, and I've sworn since the day they were born that my kids would never have to live like that. She told me I was being controlling, that I was limiting their future, that I don't understand how the world works anymore. And maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just a guy who wants to protect the best parts of my kids' lives, the parts that should never be up for comment or monetization. But I can't help thinking, it's not just pictures. It's their faces, their habits, their stories. And once it's out there, you don't get it back. We started fighting about it. Not one big blowout. More like slow-burning resentment that built over days and weeks. Every time I saw her filming them brushing their teeth or dancing in the living room, I felt this knot in my stomach, like I was failing them somehow by not stopping it sooner. She accused me of not supporting her dreams, said I don't believe in her, that other moms are making 6 figures doing this and using it to give their kids a better future. She kept showing me family influencers and saying, look how happy their kids are. But all I saw were kids who didn't have a say in any of it. I finally said it. If your dream is to turn our children into content, then I can't support it. I'm their dad, not their manager. That didn't go over well. Now she barely talks to me unless it's about logistics. The love is still there, I think, but it's buried under all this tension. And I've started thinking something I never thought I would. Maybe we're not meant to be together anymore. The more I think about it, the more I realize this isn't just a disagreement. It's a fundamental difference in how we see our children and what our roles are as parents. To her, this is an opportunity, a chance to build something, maybe even make our lives easier. To me, it feels like selling something sacred. I didn't change all those diapers and work night shifts and show up at school drop-offs half asleep so I could hand my kids over to the internet. I'm not trying to vilify her. She loves our kids. I know that. But love isn't always enough when the values are this different. And when I picture our future, her filming every milestone, every holiday, every bad day for content, I don't see something I want to be part of. I never thought I'd seriously consider walking away. But here I am. Some of our friends think I'm overreacting. They say I'm being old-fashioned or missing a chance to set them up for success. One even said, what if this pays for their college? And sure, maybe that's true. Maybe there's money to be made. But what cost? No one ever seems to talk about the kids in these situations. How it feels to grow up with a camera in your face, with strangers knowing what your bedroom looks like, how you talk when you're sleepy, how you cried when your hamster died. I don't want that for my kids. I want them to look back at their childhood and remember being present, not performative. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm trying to hold the line, trying to protect my twins' privacy, trying to hold onto the idea that kids deserve to grow up out of the spotlight. I don't know if that makes me controlling or unsupportive or just stubborn, but I know what kind of dad I want to be. And this doesn't fit into that. AITA for not letting my girlfriend turn our kids into content.